Microphone check 1 2. This is another episode of Undiscovered. I go by the name of DJ B Moss, and I got a special guest today.
Yes,
I met this
sir.
artist about a month ago at a few of our events that we do throughout the city. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to y'all. I'm gonna say SP because I can't pronounce the real name. So SP, what's good, man? Can you pronounce how you properly say your real name?
Salvatore Parigio.
Salvatore Parigio.
Yes.
Yeah, I will fuck that up.
Yeah, SP is cool. Sal is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody have to shorten it.
Well, I appreciate you coming through, bro, for one. One of the main things I like to try to do is more so get a background on the artist that I'm interviewing because I don't really know you too much outside of the music.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So when we do these shows and events and everything like that, you always have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Where did the energy come from?
Man, I've been doing this so long. I done been the man in the front. I done been the hype man. I done been everything else. So at the same time, it's like, I'm going to be the man in the front and the hype man. You know what I'm saying? I got to like do both, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm on stage, you got to give people a show. You got to let them know like, hey, look, I'm not just walk around boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got to do something. You know what I mean? I got to make people look at me.
So are you one of the artists that's like from Atlanta, or you an artist that came from another city and moved to Atlanta?
I ain't bred in Atlanta, fed in Atlanta, but I wasn't born here. I was born in Columbus, Georgia, but I moved here when I was like 6 years old.
Oh, word, okay.
And I've been here my whole life.
706. All right, cool. Shout out Columbus.
Oh, okay.
So it's dope to see like people from other cities coming to Atlanta. So like, what you say, you bred in Atlanta, fed in Atlanta. But
Yeah.
you wasn't born in Atlanta.
Yeah, I wasn't born here, you know what I'm saying? I'm an hour down the road, but like, this is all I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never knew nothing else. I can't go to Columbus and be like, they're home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never lived there.
No hoods up there.
I ain't lived there. I'm on West Side boy. I went to school here. You know what I'm saying? Made high school. Shout out 06. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just
like,
gonna ask you what side you from. So
West Side boy. West Side. Yes, sir.
Shout out to West Side. So, with you being an artist from the city, man, do you think it's easier for niggas that's not from the city just to come here and blow up?
Yeah.
Like how? Why is
Definitely.
it easier for them niggas?
Because like, for some reason, Atlanta is we love and basically bring in everybody's culture. You know what I'm saying? And we facilitate it more than we facilitate our own.
Right.
Like, yeah, we got our hometown heroes. We got certain people that we always gonna rock with. But like when somebody else come here, it's like, hey, yo, you dope. We gonna put you on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, why didn't you put on Lil Homie down the street before you started indoctrinating this guy here? You know what I'm saying?
100.
Like, so yeah, it's always a little bit harder for us to get on because, to be honest, it seems like we don't believe in ourselves as much as we believe in somebody else. Not as far as like the love, but it's more so like, hey, I can rock with this. This different than what everybody else is doing here. But what we doing here is supposed to be what we pushing.
True. Do you think it's the thing about it is when I have these artists come through and get these interviews, I ask them a couple of the same questions, but I also because I want to know their side of their point of view on things. Do you think it's easier with social media now? You think it's easier for an artist to get on or harder for an artist to stay on?
It's literally exactly what you say. It's easier to get on, harder to stay on.
Yeah.
Because you got like all these platforms. If you take advantage of them, you got all your insights. You got everything. You got down to the city that everybody is really messing with you in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can cuss or nothing. So yeah. But like you can go all the way down to the city that people is really rocking with you in, and you can use that to your advantage and book shows, book like meetups, meet and greets, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But to stay on, everybody's attention span is so low where it's like, if you're not dropping a new song every week, you're not doing something crazy in the media. Like, you got to understand, we in the age of content over the age of, like, music.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have content to keep up with it, then you can't stay relevant.
True that.
And
content definitely is king around here, too. Like, so
yeah.
What are you doing content-wise to make sure you stay relevant over everybody?
I'm literally just starting in that game. That ain't never been my game. I ain't going to lie. Like, I'm just now starting, and really most of that is like, because I just cleared out my whole IG page. Everything's going to be reels now. I'm not focused on putting a picture unless it's a picture as a reel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything has to be something that's going to be like, hey, look at me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I'm watching a lot of other people and I see people do like comedy videos and have their song playing in the background, stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm kind of starting to get into it, but the music is my forte, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on all facets of that.
True.
I'm not just a artist. I'm an artist, I'm an engineer, I'm a producer, I'm like everything that you can think of. So like that's my thing. I got other people for, marketing.
What would you say your style of music is? Because I seen it, but it's like I can't really put it in a specific genre because you got like so much going on. Like, what would you call your style of music?
Pop trap.
Pop trap.
Yeah.
I had heard that before. I remember you said it before at a show, and I'm like, pop trap. I can see it. Like, is that something like explain pop trap? Like somebody asked you what's pop trap?
I'm gonna do the same thing that most rappers in the southern genre are gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Actually, it's the same thing that rappers do across the board. Like, I got the same type of stories, the same type of background, same type of upbringing, but at the same time, it's gonna be on, my beat's not gonna be as gritty, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be bass heavy as I don't know what to make you rock. It's gonna give you that feeling of, I need to move, I need to dance, I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to do something, but it's not gonna be as hard, as dirty as a lot of the other music is. It's not like I'm not gonna come in here and sound like West Side Gun and them like that. I'm not gonna come in and I'm not gonna sound like '06 Jeezy. I'm gonna sound like me, you know what I'm saying? And I like more upbeat things. So I took a lot of, like, I'm big on, let's just say, like Crime Mob, Lil Jon, East Side Boy, stuff like that. So I bring that type of music to a more new playing field.
What about your family? Like, is your family more of the supportive type of you, or were they like, when you started doing music, like, nah, bro, you need to get this up, you know what I'm saying? Go.
Now my family supported me from day one.
Oh, what?
Like,
Okay.
I can't even lie on that. Like, as far as being there for it, nah, not so much. But as far as like if I ever needed a spot to make sure that I was straight so I could keep pursuing this dream, they always made sure I was all right, you know what I'm saying? My daddy bought me my first pair of high-end speakers.
Oh, word.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Back when I first started getting going, and he was like, "Oh, you serious about this?" You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
my family's always been there from day one. Nah, if they playing me every day, no.
Nah, it's all good.
But, I get it. I don't make music for everybody,
Right, right.
They more on the old school and 90s too.
Nah, nothing wrong with that. Long as you got the support, because the thing about the support, you know what I'm saying, you can get it from different aspects, family, friends, but also with support it comes hate, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, have you ever
yeah.
experienced a situation where niggas was just like, nah, he ain't it, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that was once your friends that's, hating on you now, you know what I'm saying?
I got a few of them right now. Right now. Like, I don't really want to speak on it. I ain't gonna put their names out there like
how do
that.
you overcome something like that?
I ignore them. Literally, to the T. I don't talk about you. I don't speak about you. I don't care about you. Hey, I hope you make it. I see you at the top.
Right. Are they rappers as well with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I get it.
You can go on and find out the project that we got together and all this stuff. It's still up. I don't take it down. I'm not hating like that.
Okay, so
You know?
y'all actually had music and shit together.
I got 14 years invested in these guys.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. I get
So
it now.
yeah.
Say no more. Say no more. I got you. So, like, of course, you have the family that's supportive. You know what I'm saying? You got the love. You get the hate.
Yeah.
It's 2023 now. What is something that you want to have said at the end of 2023? I have done this. I have accomplished this.
I want to be a millionaire. Like, I ain't even like I can't put that to the side because the money is the biggest issue.
Yeah. Okay. Of course.
Like, and I didn't have money, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never been a millionaire.
Yeah. Of
So
course.
like that's the biggest thing for me, like to be like, hey, I made $1 million. I want my, like, cause that's what I feel like I can do everything that I want to do with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my kids can be proud of that. Like, and I can put something together where I can start passing down generational wealth to my seeds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got 6 kids. You know?
What?
Yeah.
You said 6?
Yeah,
Congrats,
6.
bro. I mean, because my next thing was, I remember you said you had 14 years in the game. So, like, my thing
I got
was,
20 in the game.
You 20 in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, 14 with them boys.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So, like, you've been doing it, like I said, 20 in the game, 20 years in the game. When did you say, I'm going to take this seriously?
When I was 12 years old.
12. Like, what was it that was like, yo, I gotta like it was. What moment did you realize I gotta do this?
The Eminem show came out,
Oh, what? Okay.
and me and my partners and my cousin, them we was be like we stayed and got down what we call it, McKenzie Court. It's behind Bullock and East Point, got on Washington Road. Eminem show came out, and like my daddy got me the bootleg, you know, and like all we did was
On
sit
the
on
CD?
the bootleg on the CD, yeah, and all we did was sit around till we learned every word of it, and it was like we sit there reciting it, cause we like, yo, this is dope. This was the hottest thing out at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, yo, I could do this. This is literally what I want to do in my life. Before that, I wanted to be a lawyer, but once that music bug caught me, because my family does music all around anyway or whatever. Okay. But it was like, this is what made me be like, yo, I want to rap. Like I want to be an artist. I want to go in here and do things that other people, if they can do it, I can do it.
Explain to me like the first time you ever performed. What feeling was that like?
It's better than sex. Like, and I tell you,
oh my God.
At first, it's always, excuse me.
You good?
I don't care who you are, what you do, or nothing like that. Like, there's a feeling of nervousness before every show. You get butterflies in your stomach and all that. I don't care how successful you are before every show, because you scared something gonna go wrong. You scared. Like, but once you up there, and they make it 100 million times better if even one person in the crowd knows your songs. Like, that feeling of somebody else reciting my shit with me, or even just sitting there trying to listen so they can catch on to it. Like, because a lot of times, by the time I didn't hit the second hook on whatever song I'm performing, somebody's joining in with me.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you see them other people rocking with you the same way they would rock with some of the biggest stars out here, just because you hopped on the stage, that feeling is better than catching the net. Like you can't deny it. Like, it's crazy.
So I want to talk to you about one of the records that you gave us. I can't think of the name of it, but I remember you submitted it on the music review, and it's so crazy because I remembered it from the music review, and then you performed it. Dang, I forgot the name of the record.
It's 3 songs I promote right now.
Okay,
and we got Right Now, we got Pogo, and we got All On.
It was Pogo.
Pogo.
Okay.
What about it?
So explain to me, like, what was the motivation of that? Like, how did that? We can actually talk about all 3 of them, but like, what was the motivation behind the Pogo record? Because that was the first one I think I ever heard from you.
Okay, all the records was because of them same niggas that did me dirty.
Okay, all right.
The whole project is based on, like, loosely, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to get this out my head.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, I don't want to be super gangster. Like I said, pop trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be super gangster. I still want to make people move. I don't want my music to go to the wayside and feel like, oh yeah, I just did it to get out. Nah, I did this because this is something I love. You know what I'm saying? So behind that song, it was like, right after this happened, I dropped the project that I did before that. And the guys thought that project was about them, which I have the same subject matter in 80% of my music. Yeah. Is you hating on me and fuck y'all, whoop your ass, regular rap shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So right after that, it was like, well, that wasn't about you. This was a bunch of other stuff that I made before we even got into it. Right. Like, but I make something about you. So Pogo was the first one, and it was like, you know, I be flying through the air like space. Look, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we break down the lyrics or whatever, like Gene's interview style, like, it literally like speak for itself. I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for none of the bullshit, because I wasn't gonna put it on record. I wasn't gonna put it out there or nothing like that, because the world don't need to know stories. We know what's up. Right. So that's why I don't mention no names. I don't mention none of the extra stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, when I first heard it, it was like, I don't really know the words, but the melody was like a pogo, like a pogo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that was the first one I heard. And then when I heard it, you actually perform it, I was like, yo, so this the man, you know what I'm saying, that performed the record?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, it's dope though, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact that I heard it before, and like when I see you perform it, my head automatically turned. And I was like, yo, I remember this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because the song is so much slower than it seems on stage.
Really?
Like,
because you be moving too fast.
Yeah, it's so like that song is like mid tempo as hell, but it seems like it's higher tempo, and it's really not. It's like crazy.
But I actually am a fan of that record. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
appreciate that.
So like keep my motivation. You know what I'm saying to you, just like more so just keep pushing that particular record.
Oh
know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
Like regardless of this song or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't like I don't want to get it confused. They not diss records.
Not diss records.
They
Okay.
not diss records. They were inspired by situations.
Okay, so they're inspirational records that inspired by a situation that happened to you.
Yeah.
All right, so,
I don't diss niggas. I ain't
so artists that do like pop trap, who is the? Let's break this down. Who is your favorite pop artist? Who is your favorite trap artist?
Ooh. Trap artists, man. That's hard. That's hard.
Okay, so how about this? If you had to pick one pop artist and one trap artist to do a record with, who would you pick?
Jeezy and Justin Bieber.
Okay, cool. Why those two? That's a good combination too.
The voices are like undeniable. When you hear either one of their voices, like you recognize immediately, you're in tune immediately. You want to move off what they doing. It don't matter how gritty it is or how fast it is. There's an immediate reaction in your heart when you hear one of their voices.
100%.
Depending on like if you a trap artist, if you a trap listener and you hear Jeezy, oh man, this remind me of such. If you a pop lover and you hear Bieber, you back in when he was the Beliebers. You know what I'm saying? You back in there. You know what I'm saying? Like those two voices are like undeniable.
100. I definitely appreciate you saying that because I love your style of music more so because like that's why I couldn't explain it. You said pop trap. I'm like, bro, I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
Yeah.
Like so. As of this day right now in January 2023, you want to do a pop trap song? Would you write for another artist?
Yeah, of course.
Would you let another artist write for you? Well, and why is that? So tell me why.
I got a problem with sharing splits.
I got you.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, but I don't because can't nobody write my truth like I do.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I can write for other people and put my mindset into another person's mindset. I've written for other artists and I sat with them and chilled in their space and everything before I actually did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like somebody else could get the same vibe that I get from my music. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I ain't heard nobody else doing what I do except like probably when Rico Nasty first came out.
Oh wow!
Before she switched up because she was doing bubblegum trap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And before she switched into the harder shit that she do now. You know what I'm saying? She still kind of dibble and dabble back, but I ain't heard nobody else do this type of music since then.
Absolutely. Now I'm unsure how we met each other. I know it had to be through Scott.
Yeah.
So how did you meet Scott? Like how did that situation happen?
My manager, Chloe. Honestly,
shout out Chloe.
Chloe had to connect. Okay, I know a lot of people around
in the city.
Around the world.
Okay.
I know I done traveled the world doing this. Okay. I know a lot of people or whatever, and one of my people had put her on the Scott, and then she put me on the Scott, but she didn't really put me on the Scott. She was just like, "Hey, watch his stream," and then he was playing my song.
Oh,
and it was so like
she entered your song in the music review. Okay,
yeah.
So it makes sense. Shout out to Chloe, man. Because I think the first time I ever seen you perform was I don't know if it was at Real Still. I think it was at Real Still.
Yeah. So I walked up and I asked you what you want to drink.
yeah, and I appreciate that too, man. Like for real, that makes sense. So all right, so you meet Scott and you see Scott got going on, and obviously. You become like, oh, I gotta fuck with this dude because you see all the situations that he.
It ain't even that I seen it. I didn't see it at first.
Oh, Chloe seen it.
I don't see nothing. I rock with people campaign based off of how they act and how they move. So in that first time that I went and joined his stream, he said something that really resonated with me, and that he said, "Do not come talk to me. Do not fuck with me if you don't want to change your life." And I was like, I want to change my life. Like, this is what I'm in this for. This is what I do. So, hey, I need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And from that day forward, like once I actually met him and everything, it was like, yo, I'm telling you now, like if you got something, like even if you don't invite me and I catch a whiff of it, hey, I'm there. I'm gonna be there because I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna show you, like, nah, I'm here to change my life. And if you can be one of the people that help me do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it.
100%, man. That's dope, man. So he was like, hey, man, you know, I don't been around the world and did this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's some places that you performed in outside of Atlanta?
He said outside Atlanta. Outside Atlanta. Netherlands.
Huh?
Netherlands.
You said Douglas?
Netherlands.
You performed in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Damn, how was that? Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Like, I got a lot of stuff, like, for real, like, around the, like, when I say around the world, I don't mean USA.
Yeah.
I mean the world. Like,
Yeah,
I've traveled doing this.
Tell me how that was. Like,
I mean,
Netherlands?
the experiences are crazy, dog. Like, the Netherlands was one that's like, because the crowd went that big. Now, what is it? Right across from Germany, Berlin.
Berlin, okay. How was that?
Very fucking rainy place. But like,
Rains a lot over there?
yeah, it do.
Oh,
but the hip hop scene, ridiculous.
they probably love people, especially blacks. They probably
Ridiculous.
love blacks over there like that.
They're racist as
Really?
fuck.
So, even the music side, though?
Nah, the music side, they accept everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, okay.
No. They love hip hop, like, cause their scene is more of a UK type scene, where it's like you got the drill, you got the trip hop, you got the basement grunge and all that type stuff.
They got UK drill?
And yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah, like busy thing, like that shit goes worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, like the actual drill sound that we know and we love today, like came from UK. So when it traveled, like New York, like Brooklyn and all that, they came onto it after. They kind of made it their
I
own.
thought Chicago was the first one.
Chicago was the first,
Okay.
but UK drill came right after that, and
Okay,
it changed.
gotcha.
That's where the beats that you hear,
Yeah.
like now and all that, that came from UK drill.
So it's like Chicago, UK, then New York.
And then New York put it and made it their own. It brought them together. Yeah, it's like, cause at first it was just straight hip hop beats, but it was drill music. Cause what they talking about specifically. UK did that and they changed the beats because I think they mixed it with like some grunge and basement and stuff like that. They was doing something like that. And then when New York got a hold to it, it was like they added that New York griminess to it and it kind of switched up some more.
Yeah.
So you got New York drill, but there's that UK drill. You ever heard like Central C?
Yeah, okay.
He didn't just pop out of nowhere. He been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That one song just popped off. But like he been doing it forever. You got like Gigs, you got like it's a lot of them guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I heard the Gigs, man. Gigs was on Drake's album not too long, a couple albums
Gigs still
ago.
working with Drake.
That's dope. Skepta, yeah, I heard,
Yeah,
I heard
Skepta's dope.
I heard a lot of different. I didn't know that it was a drill scene. I thought,
Nah, there's a scene like for real for that music, for that type of music right now, because that's like the hottest thing out. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's nowhere you can go really that has a hip hop scene that don't have it.
I do want to ask you this question real quick because like most of the good thing you got representation.
Yeah,
but like
always.
if let's say you put a song out tonight and it blows up overnight, SoundCloud, whatever, and like you goddamn get a show for 10 bands in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? What's the first thing you do?
It depends on like the first thing I'm doing. Like I'm not worried about the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The money's gonna go into an account. You know what I'm saying? Half of that's gonna go away for my family and my kids.
True.
Half of that's gonna go to whatever I need it for. So like 9 times 10, if a nigga book me for a show in Brooklyn and stuff like that, then 9 times travel, hotels, and all that type of stuff, it costs if they not paying for it in the rider. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now if that's already covered in the rider and I got then a little bit more is going to the account, but she also off top is gonna get 20%. Period. Mm-hmm. If I drop a record tonight, I do something a little bit different than most artists. My manager gets 20% of everything that I do.
Even the records.
Even the records.
Oh wow, that's dope, man.
I don't she works, she does her thing. She's going to get what she is due. Like it's not 100% me. Like I'm not the only person doing this.
Yeah.
Like
how long has she been managing you?
What? Year and a half, 2 years?
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. I have a female manager as well, so like Like it's good to have females run things. I always feel like females run things a lot better than men do.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
dog.
Like they be on top of shit.
Exactly. I am bad with time.
Yeah.
I am bad with time. She had to make a schedule, a calendar for me because I don't keep up with nothing.
Yeah.
All I know is, hey, my phone went off. Okay, I got to be at such and such. I got to go. You know.
Did you get the notifications every time for today? Yep. See,
Yeah.
she be on it, man.
She put it in the calendar. Like she like.
That's dope.
And I got a text message right now. Don't forget, you got to get our work early today because we got to. Hey, look.
Well, I do want to ask. This is my last question for today. Let's say like an artist come to you today.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They don't know shit.
Yeah.
They just started doing music.
Uh-huh.
They just started rapping. They don't really know nothing about no split sheets. They don't know nothing. They come to you for motivation. What do you tell them?
Believe in yourself and always keep your paperwork right. Mm-hmm. Because, like, those are the two main things. If you don't have no belief, you ain't going far. If your paperwork ain't right, you ain't going far. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be doing it all for nothing. And I had to learn that lesson over a lot of years. Mm-hmm. Like because my paperwork was never right. I always did handshake contracts. That shit don't hold up. A verbal contract don't hold up because it's your word versus mine when we go to court. So if you said that I said such and such and I can't prove that I didn't say it, I just lost out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that don't really work. But belief over anything. Always believe in yourself. Mind you, I'm always open to help people if they need help.
100%, man. SP, I appreciate you coming through, man. Can you shout your social medias out for the camera real quick?
Oh, yeah. Instagram at SALVATOREPERIGIO. It's long. Rewind it back. Play it again. Twitter, I am Salvatore P. Hey, man, follow my manager at CHLOEYNSHYRAH. Yeah, follow my manager. That's how you get to me.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it, SP. Appreciate it, Chloe. Thank y'all so much.
I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt, man.
He fly but really shit. He ain't really shit. Ay, he ain't really poppin' no running that beat. He ain't nothing on son that shit. Try to drop a hit and I'm gunning that quick. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He ain't really poppin' no running that beat. He ain't nothing on son that shit. Try to drop a hit and I'm gunning that quick. I be flying through the air like space and go. Never really care what place I'm on. Everywhere I go, they probably hate me so. I'm popping around that beat like an 80s song. Bust around this beat like a pogo, like a pogo, like a pogo. Bust around